video, I will explain 2020 Kelantan Addmath Paper 2, question 12. So in this question, it gives us a particle which moves along a straight line MN. It told us that it passed through a fixed point O. Usually at fixed point O, the time is equal to 0. And then at fixed point O, time equal to 0, velocity is 6. Can write here t equal to 0, v equal to 6. It also tell us the velocity follow this equation, v equal to pt squared plus qt plus r. It also tell us maximum velocity is 42 cm per second after 3 seconds. This maximum is very important. It actually means dv dt equals 0. For any maximum or minimum, usually it means the differentiation of the term is 0. So we can write down the information when t is equal to 0, velocity is equal to 42, and then the dv dt is equal to 0 because it's the maximum velocity. Okay, so let us now try to find P and Q. Substitute in the first one, this thing is, we can put into V equal to pt squared plus qt plus r, t equal to 0, v equal to 6, so 6 equal to 0 plus r equal to 6. Now we can substitute in the next set of value, this one. So again, substitute in v equal to 42, t equal to 3, plus q, t equal to 3, plus r is 6. So simplify it, you get 9p plus 3q plus 6. And then move the 6 over, become 36 equal 9p plus 3q. Divide by 3, get 12 3p plus q. This is our first equation. So we have to find two unknowns, so we need another equation. We can use this when t equal to 3, dv dt equal to 0. So first find dv dt, v is equal to pt squared plus qt plus r. So dv dt is equal to 2pt plus q. So substitute in the dv dt equal to 0, t equal to 3. We get 0 equal to 6p plus q. Rearranging, q equal to negative 6p. This would be the second equation. So substitute equation 2 into equation 1. We get 12 equal to 3p plus, the q is negative 6p from here. 3p minus 6p, negative 3p, 12. P is equal to negative 4. Okay, now we can find q. So from equation 2, q is equal to negative 6p. P is negative 4. So q is equal to 24. Right here, 24q. Now we have P and Q. We can move on to part B. So part B tells us the particle momentarily at rest, which means the velocity is equal to 0. and it asks us to find t. Want us to show that the t is equal to this value. So to find this, we can first write down again our equation here. V equal to pt squared plus qt plus r. So we want to find when v is equal to 0, 0, and then as we have found in the previous equation, p equal to -4, q equal to 24, and r is equal to 6. So we substitute all these values here into this equation. P is -4, t squared plus q is 24t plus r is 6. Okay, notice this looks very similar to a quadratic equation, and what we want to do now is find t, which is essentially the root of this quadratic equation. We can first try to make this coefficient become positive by multiply all negative. 0 equal to 4t squared minus 24t minus 6. And then to find the root, we can use this formula, x equal to -b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac. Divide by 2a, where this is a, this is b, and this is c. We can substitute in all the values. Negative b is -24 plus minus square root -24 square minus 4a, a is 4, c is -6. Divided by 2a, a is 4. Simplify this, we get 24 plus minus square root 672. Divide by 8. Again, we refer to the question. The question wanted in the form of square root 168. That's why I take this, I want to convert it into 168. So I divide this, 672 divided by 168 would be, we get 4. So next one become 24 plus minus square root 168 multiplied by 4. Because this one move over 4 multiplied by 168, we get back 672. Divide by 8. Simplify this further, become 24 divided by 8 plus minus square root 4 multiplied by square root 168 divided by 8. This one become 3 plus minus square root 4 become 2. 2 divided by 8 is 104. Square root 16. Square root 168. So this is split into plus and minus, and also time is also equal to 3 minus 104 square root 168. We take this as not applicable because time is a positive value. So time is always a positive value. For this equation, right, if you type into the calculator, you get a negative value. You get like negative 0.24. So this one cannot be the answer. This one is the answer. So T shown. We have shown that the time is equal to the one specified by the question. Now we can move on to part C. Part C asks us to calculate the distance in 6 seconds. When calculating the distance, right, you need to be very careful because we need to check the turning point first. This is the particle. How it moves is usually like this. Like it will move in a straight line all the way until here. And then what it will do now is it will move backwards. Like previously it moved in this direction, right? And then after that, when it reached the turning point, or in this case, it's a point with maximum velocity, or you can also know it as dv dt equal to 0. It's the point where it starts to move in the opposite direction. So it's very important that you have to check the turning point. So from the previous part, turning point is 3 plus 1 over 4 square root 168. 1 over 4 square root 168 is 6.24. Okay, so we know the turning point occurs at t equal to 6.24, which is a good thing because question asks us to find 6 seconds, which means is you want to calculate the distance roughly around here. This is the distance we want to find. We did not need to consider whether the particle, how far it has traveled after it turns into another direction, which means we can directly find the answers. We don't need to do like go to the turning point and also find the distance after the turning point. Okay, so let us get straight. We have this equation. Again, let me copy this over. I will do integration on this equation. Before that, let me fill in the P, Q, and R. P is -4, 24, 6. -4, 24, 6. To find displacement, remember S integrate V dt. Or from another side, you can also say that V is equal to ds dt, where S is the displacement. We can say that since t is equal to 6, we want to find the distance traveled when time is equal to 6 is less than the turning point. When t is equal to 6.24 is less than that, so we can say that distance is equal to displacement. Hence, we can use this as integrate v dt. V is -4t squared plus 24t plus 6 dt. Become -4/3 t cubed plus 12t squared plus 6t. And don't forget plus c. Because we did not put any limits over here, so any integration without a limit has a plus c. Now we want to find what is the value of c. We know that at time is equal to 0, the displacement is equal to 0. Hence, substitute in s equal to 0, time is equal to 0, so c is equal to 0. C is equal to 0, we can write down the displacement equation is s equal to -4/3 t cubed plus 12t squared plus 6t. We want to find what is the displacement when time equal to 6. So when t equal to 6, s is equal to negative 4 over 3, 6 cubed plus 12, 6 squared plus 6, 6. The final answer is 180 meters.